What's poppin', everybody? This is your boy SSLJ.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Infinite Pain.
And this is the same
Uchiha
Alliance. Now let's get straight to it. We talking about Tokyo Ghoul episodes 5 and 6 that coincide very well together as we have the bringing of the auction and the big brawl that's happening there in episode 5 to the continuation of episode 6 till we got a lot of things about to happen in episode 7 that's really about to get interesting.
I got a lot of questions.
Tease the hell out of us at the end of episode 6. I was ready to flip this place inside out before, but they didn't give it to me. I just needed that one little. They gave me a little something, but not what I truly needed for me to lose my mind up here.
It's like a good conversation. You know where it's going, and you're like, oh, I'm about to get it, but then you don't get it. Then you're like, yeah, all right.
So let's go back. Episode 5, the auction started happening. Everything started breaking out. Next thing you know, all the reinforcements come. You got investigators versus different groups of ghouls that are there.
So each investigator team, saying, okay, you're gonna be positioned going against this. So we see similarities from Tokyo Ghoul, where we see, we have the Jason group, where we see that they're still prominent, in this, and so you have the leader of that group, quote unquote. You have that spunky leader that's kind of a bitch, but at the same time he's not. But he's still down and he cares for his crew members and whatnot. You have him, but you have him going up against, of course, Mado. Yeah, Mado. So you have him going up against her, and Mado, she that chick. All right, it was pretty cool saying, I saw her with her little kink and she was like, oh yeah, this is one of the hardest ones and it took me a year to master it, but now I can move it like at my fingertip. It was like, okay, well shit, all right, I understand, because that's similar to her father's.
Yes.
That's very similar to her father's. So which I'm like, okay, I see what y'all did there, y'all, little memorabilia right there, so I understand, I like that.
We had Juzo.
Juzo wrecking shop.
Listen, Kaneki was my man, but I'm sorry, I'm a Juzo fan. Juzo's my favorite character out of that entire thing. So Juzo steps on the scene. He's helping out in episode 5, fighting. Next thing you know, sees Big Mama. Everything ready to pop off. And in the meantime, we got other ghouls. You have the Nutcracker. She's going off. She's annihilating people left and right. And then in episode 6, she's fighting Sasuke's group and an independent investigator. Yeah, and that they're going at. You also have other. I mean, it's a brawl. Just at the end of the day, it's just a brawl.
It's literally just like at the end of
Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, exactly.
Route A. Exactly. At the end of that, where literally everybody is just having this free for all.
Also, when they're going to go save Kaneki.
Yes, and now they've unleashed the owl.
Yeah, the owl.
A type of owl. Yeah. Owl. In Tokyo Ghoul, we knew the owl as actually being like the owl. You look like an owl.
This specific person that's been around for a while who's been fucking up investigators. But then we come to find out
and built this legacy, and they named him the owl.
Yeah, and then they come to find out that we had a second one, which is Eto, of course. But that's all we thought it was. But that makes sense because that's his daughter. Right. It kind of makes sense. But now that we're coming to find out that you can maybe sort of
make an owl. So I think that's what they're going into the point. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. So now you have this guy who was the second Tomato. Yes. He was always number 2. Come to find out,
he was always the person who wanted to challenge her. Yes. And they made them stop butting heads.
And even though they were literally here and here,
he said
he always makes that call.
What is the difference between 100% and 99%?
Like, it's not just 1%. It's not that close when you really look at it. There's a huge gap. So apparently at the end of Tokyo Ghoul Route A, he was taken. And so apparently what looks like it is now.
Again.
So apparently they've been experimenting on him.
Because remember, at the end of Route A, you saw Eto take away her dad, save her dad basically, and at the end of that he's alive. But then they ended because she just said Oto-san, and then that was it. That was it. So we don't know anything. We don't know anything else about that, right? So the manga is not canon. The manga that they did for Tokyo Ghoul Route A is not canon right now. So therefore, anything that will happen there, I don't. There's bits and pieces, but nothing like this happened. So I'm only assuming that the dad's alive, and they've now taken part of him to try to make stronger ghouls. Because now we're seeing that ghouls have these other abilities that weren't present beforehand, like being able to use your Kagen as a trap.
Yes.
Okay.
We didn't know you could detach it.
Yeah, exactly. All we know is that it was attached to you, and
yes. Now you may be able to use them as projectiles, as
but that's different.
Shirazu is able to do.
Or
but you
Ayato,
can't actually set it up
as an
actual
and have
trap.
a trigger.
So now when he said, "Oh, she's a detachable one," meaning that okay, so now they're
we have another class.
Yeah. So now like they're evolving, like you said earlier. And they're trying to figure now you have a whole new thing you have the game plan. In this 2 years or whatever span it's been since a lot of things have evolved, a lot of things have changed. People have joined other groups.
Mm-hmm.
Just it's so much that's happening that it's still being unpackaged, and it's being unpackaged quickly in Tokyo Ghoul Re as we're only halfway through the first part of season 1,
which is crazy.
Season 3.
But so far, you've already given me an all-out brawl between investigators and ghouls, but at the same time, ghouls against ghouls and shit.
And yet, there's still so much that needs to be unpackaged.
Yes, exactly.
So apparently now he has been what it looks like has now all of a sudden have these owl things placed inside of him to give him this immense power. And apparently, Kaneki is legend now. Yeah. So he's been hearing nothing of Kaneki. And right now, by this point, it's no surprise. Everybody knows who's a ghoul and know who Kaneki knows. Sasaki is Kaneki. Point blank, period. They know that Sasaki is just a vessel. It's Kaneki 100%. It's just whatever they did to him to make him turn into Sasaki to get those memories behind him. It don't matter because everybody who runs into Sasaki knows for a fact this is Kaneki behind them. Yeah, so like, if you haven't watched it, oh wait, you're young. But so now it's the simple fact that they're trying to get to Kaneki because they know Sasaki, who is Kaneki, is the golden child.
Yeah, exactly.
He is the golden child. He's the one.
We need him.
Right. So now you have a boy who is an owl, now basically trying to prove himself, and he is a complete maniac. Yeah. He has he doesn't hold back anything. He just goes in. He was beating Sasaki's ass.
Like letting it happen.
It was
the screams we are hearing from Sasaki are the same screams we were hearing when Jason was fucking torturing Kaneki.
Yes, it was bad.
It was bad. It was pretty, and I don't even want to say worse because you're just getting beat up. Kaneki was getting tortured to just getting tortured relentlessly. So the pain difference I'm looking at, I'm like, okay, well you're getting your ass beat. Like I know you're getting stabbed and shit, but you're not getting like what Kaneki got. Like Kaneki, in my personal opinion, got a little bit worse than what you're getting. But at the same time, you're still getting your ass beat. Like and it's handed to it. But it's not Kaneki's same time. He has remember he got his ass beat by whatever dude with ponytail. I never remember his name.
When they let him out of the
twice.
Got his ass whipped.
Twice.
So now Sasaki has no choice. He has to accept Kaneki.
It's come to that point.
It's come to that point to where you can withhold these memories all you want. You can try not to lose yourself, but at the end of the day,
I'm here.
Kaneki is that guy.
But I don't understand that. You understand like we put you into Kaneki's body. We didn't take Kaneki's conscience, put that away, added your conscience to it. You were like literally, you're like they kept saying you're just an empty vessel. It's like Kaneki himself. This is Kaneki's body. Everything that you're using is Kaneki's. Like every other power that he has that you're just using for yourself, except for your actual quink that you've been using since you're an investigator. All that's Kaneki's. Like he's gone through a lot to get that stuff, and you're literally you're paying.
You're a placeholder.
Yeah, exactly.
For Kaneki, but at the same time, they're not trying to. They don't want him to lose it and turn back into Kaneki
because
they almost want him to master everything Kaneki had, but still be Sasuke because there's a bigger plan clearly for the investigators because the investigator, the head guy that's sitting behind the scenes right now, calling all the shots so far to this group, he's pulled everybody back and said, no, not yet. Sasuke has to go through these things.
But I mean,
he don't give two F's about these
motive. I'm trying to figure out what's their true motive because we thought that the true motive was capture Big Mama, put her down,
which we're about to get to,
and I think whatever else, and for the auction, but capturing Big Mama or taking her down.
Big Mama was the first thing.
Yeah, but now how he's saying is like we're still not done yet. So
because I don't think he was expecting to see an owl show up. So I think now has switched everything up because he knows Juzo has taken care of Big Mama.
Yeah.
So now everything has switched to where it's saying, okay, listen, Sasuke, he doesn't care about ghouls. He don't give a fuck. He's using Sasuke.
Tools at the end of the day.
He's using Sasuke at the end of the day for a bigger plan that we don't know what it is yet. But for a simple fact of the matter is, when it looked like all was lost for him, his long lost little sister shows up.
Yes.
What her name is?
Hanabi. Hanabi. Promise.
Is that Naruto's?
Yes.
Okay.
They reuse names like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's right. So Hanabi shows up. And Hanabi knows that is Kaneki.
Yes.
She's the one that
Big
says,
brother.
yes.
We all know that.
So now she's trying to do everything in her power to defend him, but oh boy is just too powerful.
Yeah, like
not even close. He doesn't stand. She doesn't stand a chance.
And all he did was kick her up a notch, barely.
Yeah,
barely a notch, and she was done. Like,
and it's just to the point now to where Kaneki has to reemerge. Because Kaneki is the only one who can handle that. Exactly. Now I did think it was live how old boy looked like he had his own centipede type match.
Yeah.
Because it seems like, what it seems like now is once you lose it, you transform into something else. And we'll get into another thing about that later when it comes to Yuri. Because Yuri lost flip shit damn self. But putting a conclusion on the fight that between Sasuke / Kaneki and the owl guy, Sasuke has to give it up now.
Yeah.
He has to just go ahead and say, listen, he basically did already. He told Kaneki, listen, I'm afraid.
The empty hole that you have of loneliness, I can't feel myself because you're just too powerful.
I'm going to get swallowed into it, so listen, give me the power, let's do this. So a beautiful scene where it looked like it was small Kaneki, Sasuke. No,
it was
Kaneki.
Yeah, it was Kaneki.
So you had child Kaneki also saying that, listen,
white-haired child Kaneki.
Yes.
It wasn't
like black hair.
Yeah, it wasn't black hair.
Before he accepted
it wasn't
Reeds.
bitch-made Kaneki. Yeah. That wasn't bitch-made Kaneki. It wasn't. It was that nigga Kaneki, okay?
So now he's accepted, and we got the old finger crack. That was not what I needed.
Exactly.
I needed something else. I needed that look.
They teased the fuck out of us.
Yes.
Like, first you give us this, we're like, all right, bet. It's about to go down. You give us the music.
They played the whole thing.
The whole thing.
They played the whole thing.
The whole entire, and you know what happened? Last time we got the theme, he went Centipede. The last time we got that, before that, he was with Jason, and he was whooping Jason's ass.
And so now I'm expecting... I thought the hair was gonna change.
Exactly.
I thought the facial feature was about to change. Give me something, because I was ready to flip this place upside down.
I need the Kaneki right when he turned Centipede and he looked over and smiled and just did a smirk. That's what I was expecting. But all they did was then he bit his face. Because last time he bit Jason's face, he said, "Oh, this tastes like rotten fish." Like, you're like, "Oh, okay." He bit his face, and then he went away, came back, and it's like, okay, it's still Sasuke. I need Kaneki. I need you to show Kaneki. I need to stop playing. I need my man. That's what I need.
I need my mans to go ahead and step on the scene already.
And what did y'all do? Y'all ended it, but then y'all give us
and listen, Tokyo Ghoul, I don't know what the hell these damn previews for next episode is, because I don't know what the hell we going on.
Y'all gave us a 10-second, probably a 10-second clip of just Kaneki with his head down. With just a blank face. Y'all did that for 10 seconds. Y'all know damn well we were expecting a smirk, something
to confirm Kaneki had returned.
But y'all didn't.
We just wanted the confirmation. So now I gotta wait till next week with this old trash ass preview of next week to figure out if Kaneki shows up or Sasuke is still Sasuke, but now he got a little bit more power.
All the previous show was just random. Now, I will give him this. If you're not trying to reveal anything, you're doing a hell of a job.
Good job.
A hell of a job. Shit. Right now, you just got me mad because I'm like, okay, I'm seeing some familiar faces.
Wait a whole damn week.
Yeah, exactly. Just to find out, and the chances of us finding out, we may still not find out. This could all be over, and then move on to a next scene. We'll never know till like later on. So it's whatever.